And hello and good evening. It's not Tuesday night tonight. It is actually Friday. We're mixing it a bit up this week with the lovely Hannah, who is your Ms. Wiltshire Galaxy for Queen's Table on a Friday night. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing?
Hello, I know, Friday. What we like. What a crazy Friday night we're having here.
I know, and it's like literally probably, is it the hottest day of the year? It feels like the hottest day of the year today, doesn't it? It is so hot.
It is. There's no full face happening today. You've got mascara and you're going to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's like, yeah, everything's just sweating off today. Everything is sweating off, but it's okay. It will not stop our Queen's Table. It's fine. So if you are watching, please, if you want to ask Hannah any questions, put the comments in the box and I will answer those questions, or Hannah will answer those questions. So Hannah, you are going back for Galaxy next March. It's a fabulous system, and you always have such a wonderful time. You did amazing this year at Galaxy. So why did you choose to go back?
I know, yeah. I placed third runner-up, which was incredible. It was great to be back for Galaxy, because the last time I did it was before P, the BP, before P. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time. I felt like my story wasn't done yet, even though I did say, like, I had my whole little thing, like, oh, I'm done for Galaxy now, a little semi-retirement. And then the email came, and I was like, do you know what? Why not? Impulse decision, put my deposit down. I was like, well, I've got to compete now. I've paid my deposit. And then I found out it's on Mother's Day, which I was like, oh, okay, mother is mothering, let's go. So Penelope will be with me that weekend, and it's back at the old home, isn't it? So, why not go back? It's been such a dream. I know that it's such a cheesy thing to say, it's like your dream title, but when I first got into pageants 14 years ago, it was one of the first proper national titles that I went for. And I always have a thing of winning on the second attempt, and even though this is my fourth attempt for Galaxy, technically it's consecutive years, so maybe that's where I was going wrong. Maybe that's where I was going wrong.
Oh, no, it's brilliant. And I also met you at Galaxy, didn't I, all those years ago? So yeah, it's brilliant. And what's very exciting about next March is it's back at Park Hall as well, isn't it? So that is even better, because that's just the perfect pageant hotel, isn't it? And venue. I love it there. It's great. I'm hoping they still do the chicken Caesar salad, obviously, because that is very nice. I do love that. So you always do loads on the lead up. You've done loads because you've been in pageants for so long now. And one of the things that's really stood out to me is your Project P. For anyone that's watching that doesn't know what Project P is, could you just explain what it is?
I know, 14 long years. I've been on pageants for 14 years. So it'll be my 15th anniversary next year for March. So Project P was born based on something that I used to do every year for the past 8 years. Oh, I'm hearing some feedback. I'm repeating myself. Can you hear my voice?
I can hear you perfectly. Don't worry.
But I'm not repeating.
No.
Okay. I don't know where that is. I just hear myself repeating.
Yeah. You're coming across normal here, so you're okay. But yes, technology.
Okay, this is probably right. You're just going to have to hear me twice, then, aren't you? Including my annoying laugh. So yes, I was a Project Co-brand ambassador for 8 years, and every Christmas we do a donation. So I was known as the period queen, collecting period products whenever I was at different events. And I hadn't heard from them for a good couple of years. And I decided that why not have my own? If I do it every year and I'm the driving force of it, why not start my own? So literally it was an ADHD impulse. Right, here I am, I've created the logo. I've got to go launch it. So we have ambassadors. This is what ADHD is. I'm not even explaining it. It's about period poverty. Hence the Project P. P is for period, but I don't want to do Project Period. So I was like, Project P, have ambassadors all over the UK, and they collect items. So rather than it just going to Wiltshire like it had done every year, this time it was something different. It's going to all different places in the UK. We have 4 different countries currently who have ambassadors. Obviously, I'd love to be worldwide because, period poverty is a worldwide problem. And it's easily done. You have tiers of where you go. So like right here is your level 5, your gold. Let me get into what I have to do. It's your gold badge. Trophies for a certain amount. It also goes to your volunteer hours. But with this, it has the freedom for you to go with it as you would. So there are ones who donate to food banks, donate to women's shelters, schools, creating period product bags like your first period as well. So there's so much that is already helped. We've collected and donated a good over 2,000 items already since we started last year. It's nearly coming up to a year now where I had the idea. And also, as well as that, we are looking for people who can sew as well, because period products are great, but we also want reusable period products for those, on a low income or those in those sort of areas. So it's exactly the same. I've bought all the materials and I have the sewing machine. I have yet to do it. But one of my amazing ambassadors, Shelby, she's actually been nominated for a BBC Make a Difference Green Award through the stuff that she's been doing under Project P, by creating reusable period pads. So like, it can be done. So yes, using at various events, holding lots of different period products. That's because it's all about Project P. And I came back from the Pageant Girl weekend. I had so many, and of course I came back with Sabrina, our newly crowned Miss.
Yay!
And I came back and I was like, yeah, I have a bit more luggage than I did coming here. I'm sorry. So we literally like Tetris putting all these packs of in there alongside that beautiful pink crown, which was resting on Sabrina's lap throughout the journey. So yes, when I go to events, I collect it. And of course, this year I've also introduced the P bags, which are bags to go into local shelters, whether it's women's refuge or homeless shelters, predominantly for women, which will have hygiene products, makeup, all that sort of stuff as well. And they are like an additional side thing to Project P. So we do it everywhere, because period poverty is a massive thing that happens. 7 out of 10 women can't afford sanitary items in something that over 50% of the population suffer with. You can't turn it off. Some people think you can, but you can't turn your period off. It's sadly, we love to control it. So yeah, and especially in times of need, you're going to choose warmth, comfort, and food over bleeding.
Mm-hmm. That's such a valid point as well, isn't it? And it's just such a worldwide thing at the moment. I mean, it's a brilliant thing that you're doing. And so if you wanted to become an ambassador for Project P, how would you get hold of you? Would it be on the Instagram below or on your socials? And obviously donations you can do. Do you have like an online donation as well as picking them up at events?
Yeah, so with Project P, we have our Instagram. I think it's project_P_period, because Project P was taken. I don't know by who, but it's taken. So I can have it. And in the bio, in the link, in the bio is our ambassador pack. So it's actually a Google Doc, which has loads of information as well, because we don't just collect items, we raise awareness, talking about it. We have the period tales as well, which you can click and link and share your period tale, because it's also about normalizing periods, because as I said, it's something that half the population have, and in some countries there's such a misconception about periods, and such really, like, when you read about the tales that are told about how dirty, or I read a fact that people think that when you're in your period you curdle milk just by being there. Your period. I want to know why we have that superpower to curdle milk just by being on our period, but there we go. But in there you have the ambassador pack, which I lovely created. It has all the information on there of how you can join. You can also message me on my pageant Insta as well. You'll see a lot of it's connected, and it's in my bio as well, in my pageant Instagram. And it's really the ambassador. All you have to do yearly is to collect 20 period items and donate them. It's just 20 a year. I don't want to have too unrealistic targets. It's just what you make of it. and this is the same with pageantry. You don't have to go overboard with it. It's what you make of it. Unless you're me, I will go overboard. But that's what I do. That's what I do. I have these ideas. But yeah, so they can join up there. I'll create the infographic. If you're happy with it, you do a period pledge. So it's a good fact statistic from wherever you are. And after you pledge to donate a certain amount per year, and then yes, events. So you can send money if you want. I'll gladly take money for the items, of course. Not just for a sweet treat like me. But yes, you can donate via there. You can donate to your own places as well. And yes, at events. So the next pageant event I will be going to is actually Royal. So I'll be at the Royal UK pageants in November. And of course you can bring them to Galaxy as well. But also the reason I have ambassadors is they will be at different events as well. So, the next one, the next one's Diamond. There'll be several ambassadors at Diamond. So you can donate items to there, because even though it's not physically in my hands, it's in an ambassador's hand. And that then goes to, what the causes that they want to donate, and they either send it to me or give it to me at different events, or donate to where they want to. So yeah, lots of things. In September, I will be doing one of my panel interviews to fundraise for Project P as well as our food bank, because Penelope has a harvest challenge and she is always the top donation.
Oh.
Which gets her a chocolate cake for her class. She's always the one that brings the most, so we have to keep that tradition going. But obviously that goes to our food bank here in Swindon. So we do our panel interviews through Sparkles and Rhinestones to get all of those. But yeah, so that's how you can donate.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. So you do other stuff as well. I don't even know how you get the time to fit all this in, as well as being a mum. It's absolutely bonkers, but you do it. It's great. You also do volunteering as well for a very, very, very important cause here. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's actually funny because I've got Open Up on my laptop right now because I had the thing to share. So I volunteer for 2 LGBTQIA plus charities. The first is what I fundraise the most for, which was Switchboard, which I'll talk about in a second. And the second is Swindon and Wiltshire Pride. I'm on their committee as the social media manager. And our event is actually next weekend. So, so it's my first time at Pride where I won't be wearing something sequin and sparkly and having 2 outfit changes and doing the march, then going to chill. Because I'll be filming everything. Content is content. The TikToks are there. Like, oh my goodness, we have so many amazing acts. Like Cheryl, drag queen, is coming. Victoria Scone, who is obviously a former pageant queen. For those who know, will know. The cheeky girls. Like, it's so camp, and honestly, there's so many acts that appeal to so many different ages. And Penelope is fuming that she's not. That she's not there. She goes past and she's like, oh, why can't I go there? I'm like, I'll be busy all day. But so with that, it's really good because obviously leading up to the events and even beforehand, so I started in October last year, a lot of it is like educational content as well, which I've been doing with pageants for the years, creating all these infographics and learning all about these different awareness days. It came in handy for that interview. But yes, I'm looking forward to that. And I've roped in Georgina to be my deputy for the day. She's coming down from, oh my God. Oh, well, I don't know where she represents. Sorry, Georgina. Where are you? Where are you? I know where your university is.
It's too hot today, don't worry.
It's so there. But yeah, Switchboard. So I found out about Switchboard in 2020 when I wanted to fundraise for an LGBTQIA plus charity. And then I looked further into what they did. And I was like, I really want to be a part of this. So for those who don't know, Switchboard is a listening service for not exclusively, but I say it's for the LGBTQIA plus community, where every volunteer identifies that way. You can go through email, chat, or phone. And it's there 10 to 10 every day. 365 days a year, and it's been going on for 50 years.
Yeah,
which is an incredible charity. So far I've fundraised 2,500 for them. So we have a target of 1,000 every year. So we're halfway there this year. And so basically what I do for that is, I'll be on, the chat service or on the phones and just helping people, not helping people, it's the word help, but, listening, being a listening ear, because, there are some issues in the community which you may not be able to talk to people, coming out, gender identity, even mental health experiences that someone who identifies as straight may not know, but also you can get parents contacting. There's so many things, and it's a free service. So to be able to fundraise to keep this service going, because we're all volunteers, we all go through a very big training process. There's like 3 different stages, and then after that you're still then training, because I ratified in May, so obviously last Galaxy I was still training, whereas now I don't have to have anyone watch me, which is great. I get to watch other people now. I get to help supervise them. But yeah, such a great community. I also volunteered with them in Cardiff Pride. Like June was a very busy month for me. I'm still not getting over it.
You were very busy. I did see.
There's 3 prides, my charity event, so much. Whereas that's why it's nice in August. It's a bit more chilled. We have nothing I say nothing. I'm volunteering anyways. And then next weekend is Pride, and the week after that it's Galaxy International.
Yeah, that's it. So you'll be up late watching that.
Do you know what I have? I've worked it, because they've changed it this year, haven't they? So it's Friday and Saturday. So I originally did my schedule just to be up Saturday night, but it's not. I will volunteer. I've scheduled all my shifts and everything. So, and then enough time to sleep to adjust, because if you're up, because obviously Orlando is 6 hours behind. Mm-hmm. So we're very fun there. But yeah, no, we do. It's a very vital service, and obviously that's why I want to fundraise for it. So we have 2 courses in August, which is the panel. So if you're competing soon in the next 3 months, they're really good. Obviously Deanne's been a judge, and also she's been on them, and that's, you have your crowns. So I like to think they do help, as well as Interview 101, which is a 1-hour course via Zoom. We spill all the secrets. And then we've got panels, and of course I did announce the dates for Pageant Con 20.
Yeah, I did see that. I was just going to ask about that, because I did see that pop up on my feed this week. So that is wonderful. So it's January the 5th. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I was just about to say then. Yeah, it's only gone up this week, so but yeah, January 5th. That's a yearly event that's been going on now since 2000. Is that right, or was it 2000? Yeah, 2020. Yeah. Yeah, 2020. See what heat does to you. This is what I'm only 20 years out. It's fine. But no. You know what I meant. So yes. So it's really, really good event, and there's some incredible online speakers and things. And it's the wonderful thing is you can donate, and then you get added to a group. And then if you don't have to sit there and watch it all in one day, or say if you're out with your family, you can go back and watch those videos anytime, can't you? So it's a really great thing. And it's at such a low cost as well, and it raises money for such a good cause. So I would recommend that. I do it every single year.
It is, yeah. I mean, so I think we've raised 1,800 for the different pageant cons, and of course it's virtual. And how Pageant Con was born was in lockdown, so obviously there's so many lockdowns. We held the first one in December 2020. Like half of the country could not even leave. It was just so crazy of what was happening. And so yeah, it's virtual. Last year, it's this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
This year in January, we had guests from Canada, the UK, and America as well. So we've had guests from Australia. So it's really, you can tune in from anywhere in the world because it's virtual. All you need is a Facebook account and a good internet connection. Yes. And the groups don't get deleted. You can check it out from the first one. They're still there. They just get archived, so you can't comment on them. Mm-hmm. But they're still there.
They're still there. That's the beauty of it as well. They're great videos to go back and watch, aren't they? They're just wonderful.
Especially when you're prepping, because you might not be prepping for a pageant now, but you could be a few months down the line, and you're like, oh, do you know what? I remember watching that. Let's get into it. And I want to make sure that, obviously, sometimes we have guests returning, but it's nice to keep it fresh and to get different perspectives on it as well. And it's what you guys want to learn.
Yeah,
you know, exactly. I try not to do interview, but you guys pull me in every year.
It would be right if you weren't there doing an interview, Hannah. Of course, you've got to be there doing that. So yeah.
You know, and I sit there and watch it all. Obviously, I make sure I'm there all day, because in case someone doesn't get on, or internet connections, or just, you know, being a part of it. But yeah, it's something you can go back to, especially with the time difference for some. You can tune into some, and because the person going live will get notifications of you asking questions, even after live, you can then comment and say, oh, you know, in real time, it will do the timestamp, like, what did you mean by this? Can you answer this? You know, and you can ask questions in real time as well when you're watching them. So yeah, there's a few guests that who already are confirmed. And of course, if you are looking to speak, you have to be an expert in what you're talking about, rather than just make stuff up. But you know, that's what a pageant expert is. But obviously, I'm very thankful that people give up their time, because we're going into next year. Sparkles will be 8 years old.
Wow. Where's that gone? I'm scared now. I'm scared. It's gone too quick. It's gone too quick.
The time. And Sparkles is actually really special in terms of Galaxy. It's like literally competing in Galaxy. Then we did Miss Inspiration like the week after.
Yeah. Oh my wow.
And then I sat there and I was like, well, actually, it's between Inspiration and Galaxy. And I sat like, what can I do in pageants to kind of give back? And there were so many advice pages, but there's nothing for the UK. So I was like, I'm going to start something. I remember recording a video announcing it, and Roxy was in the background snoring for a lot of it. And through then, like, it just grew and grew, from the blogs to the books to the events to pageant con to pageant annual. Like, there's so much stuff. So yeah, 8 years.
Yeah. That's actually scaring me now, because it literally feels like not 5 minutes ago, not 8 years. Where's that time gone? I'm scared. But no, it's a brilliant thing. And yeah, I just can't wait to see where you go with all this. You've just got so much now, haven't you? It's just brilliant. You've got Sparkles and Rhinestones as well. You're an interview coach. There's so much you do. It's brilliant. So yeah, just so proud of you, Hannah. You're an absolute inspiration to us all. So going back to Galaxy, which I'm very excited about. I mean, last year on stage, I lost my voice screaming for you. I did leave with no voice and couldn't speak for 2 days, because I do like to scream and make a lot of racket, and I had sore hands from clapping. But you know, it was brilliant. But what do you think is going to be your favorite round on stage this year, and how's your preparation going?
On stage, yes. Do you know what? Obviously, I love the interview portion. I will always love the interview portion. I'd love if there was an on-stage question for Galaxy, you know, I loved watching that Universal Woman. And obviously I've done it before, but and I'm thinking of my interview outfit in my head right now. In terms of preparation and a favorite thing, so this year my highest scoring round was my evening. It went evening, fashion, interview, and then swimwear. And my swimwear, it kind of had to make me think a little bit, because especially being the biggest girl on stage, I feel like I could have taken that personally, being 7th. Like, excuse you, you're gonna love what you see. And that's kind of my attitude of it, is that, you know, even though I was the biggest girl, I felt like I had such an incredible time on that stage. And I really felt, especially my orange, like, I love the color orange. I was really feeling my oats. So I feel like swimwear next year will be my best friend. Like,
I thought you were amazing, and like I say, it can just be like a fraction of a point with these things.
Do you know what?
That's the way it works. So, your evening wear, though, the sass as well. I mean, I thought all your rounds were spectacular, but I did particularly like your evening round. And I just felt so great because, bits of dramas with dresses and things like that. And all of us pageant girls get things, don't we, with trying to get clothes, and then they might not turn up, or this with shoes, dresses, So it's just so great to see you in that dress and just looking so relieved and so happy, because that was beautiful.
The drama of the dress, honestly, it always happens with my evening gowns when I prepare. It's always evening. I thought I got ahead of the curve. I was like, I'm going to order it like 5 months in advance. And it was literally, I got it the month before. Yeah. But I had a vision of all my outfits. So, of course, my opening was a reused outfit. My colour blue is a kind of lucky colour for me. I've wore baby blue a lot in pageants and won in it. Hence, UK's National Miss title, I won in baby blue. Why am I won in baby blue? But, I want to try something different. So, baby blue for opening. Orange because it's, the colour of female empowerment. My fashion wear was the colour of the bi flags of pink, purple and blue. And that was secondhand as well, which is great. It was already designed for me. It was like, I'm taking it, a bit of saving the environment and whatnot. And then evening, yes, it had to be red. So the reason I chose red is because the last 2 plus size winners, because there's only been 2 plus size winners in Galaxy. And they've both been the Mrs. category. Of course, Sarah Pritchard in 2016, and obviously Kaylee Atkinson in 2019. So I was like, right, it's a sign. We're going to do it. We're doing it for the bit. Obviously, that didn't work.
I do love a red gown. A red gown is lovely, isn't it? And it does suit you. The red's just, I think it always pops on stage and looks beautiful. So
it was my first gown I wore for Galaxy's Round in 2011. Was the red gown, and it was the red gown that I borrowed from Ruth Wade, who I'd never met before in my life. And I messaged her saying, "I love your gown. Where'd you get it from?" She's like, "Oh, you can borrow it." And I was like, "What? I'm a stranger, girl. Stranger danger." And then obviously now here we are all these years later.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we do love the Wades. They're absolutely fantastic, aren't they? They are brilliant. They're brilliant. But Hannah, honestly, it's been so lovely chatting to you. We've covered a lot and I really like that. I mean, the Project P thing, definitely, if you're watching this, just donate or become an ambassador. It's going to be such a wonderful thing going forward. I'm really pleased. I mean, when you got back from the last pageant, UK's National Miss, you did have an awful lot of products, and it was so lovely to see that everyone is mucking in and donating there. So, well, we wish you all the best of luck from here at the Pageant Land team for Galaxy. Of course, I'm going to be there cheering you on. We all will be, and I can't wait. But thank you so much for coming on, Hannah. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you for having me in this horrible heat wave.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's a little bit hot, but we've managed it. We're okay. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming on. Bye-bye.